The most important thing about what we've seen today is how much it radiates the disquiet and defiance, but also disquiet of the Kremlin. They weren't able to announce anything significant and certainly not successful. They referred to the conflict, but they didn't even call it a special military operation. There seems an awareness of the political risks at home of national mobilization. So there is a real sense in which the Kremlin is faced with growing difficulties and dilemmas in this war that it has chosen to unleash. Yes, it's the dog that didn't bark. There was no new announcement, but no clear way out of the problems that they have created for themselves. Russia has not won this war. It's starting to lose it. The signs are they're facing very significant setbacks and problems, even in the more limited objectives they've set themselves further in the east. And it seems that unless they make what we would have to say will be an increasingly unexpected breakthrough in the very heavy fighting taking place in and around the Donbass, unless they do that and do it quite quickly, then it's likely that the balance of advantages will shift steadily in favor of Ukraine. Russian forces have been badly mauled. They are struggling to resupply those forces. There are limits on the infantry numbers they have as well. So it seems more likely than not that Russia is faced with the prospect of growing setbacks or the decision to escalate in some significant way. There's still a range of outcomes possible in this war, which has thrown up so many surprises since it began. But at this point, it seems more likely than not that Russia will continue to suffer setbacks and that Ukraine will get steadily stronger as it gains access to Western military supplies. So if that continues to happen, then Russia faces the choice of whether and how to escalate. That's really the next big decision point for Russia. It has painted itself increasingly into a corner where this war it's unleashed has gone against it, even as the rhetoric about it within Russia has become more hysterical and more grandiose. The second is that mobilization isn't like a button you press and then suddenly Russia has more access to military power than before. It takes time to mobilize and not just to call up, well, to conscript the population essentially, but also to supply them as well. So it wouldn't make any immediate difference